How's it going, everyone? I'm Landon with LMR.com. Welcome to another What Is video. This time around, I'm going to be talking specifically about the 1994 to 1998 SN95 Mustangs. So what do you say? Let's get right into it. First, let's talk a little bit about the SN95 platform. The SN95 Mustang is the fourth generation of the Ford Mustang, and it was introduced in 1994. The SN95 Mustang was built on an updated version of Ford's iconic Fox body platform and spanned from 1994 to 2004. But for the sake of this video, we are going to focus solely on the 1994 to 1998 Mustangs, since 1999 to 2004 cars offered even more changes and they wore the codename New Edge. Now, if we break down the meaning of SN95, the S stands for the small specialty vehicle market that the Mustang competes in. The N initiates its origin as to where the vehicle operates, which is North America. And 95 stands for the sequence number in Ford's numbering system for programs that they approve. Even though Ford built the SN95 cars from a slightly modified Fox body platform, it still cost the company a staggering $700 million to redesign the 1994 Mustang. Now, the main focus of improvements was to give the Mustang a more modern look, all while improving handling and NVH, which, for those of you that don't know what that means, that stands for noise, vibration, and harshness. While the chassis stayed the same, the SN95 received a revised suspension, exterior and interior styling changes, updated engine offerings, and new technology throughout. The exterior design for the SN95 Mustang was definitely overhauled, which incorporates a more sleek, modern profile when comparing it to the boxy design of the Fox body. Only two body styles were available, which were a coupe and convertible option. Instead of a third-party company converting perfectly good coupes to convertibles like on Fox Mustangs, Ford engineers developed intricate tooling specifically for convertible models and built those cars in their own manufacturing facilities. Unique exterior styling cues included two-piece headlights, fog lights for GT models, hood scoop inserts, side skirts, side scoops, spoiler, dual exhaust for V8 cars, and 3-bar horizontal taillights on 94 and 95 models. The taillights were changed to vertical lenses in 1996, and this style would hang around all the way through the 1998 model year. Of course, throughout the 1994 through 1998 era, the SN95 sported a few different wheel options depending on trim level. Like the exterior, the interior also received a full, complete makeover. The interior design team opted for a refined, dual cockpit dashboard setup compared to the minimalistic, sharp edges of the Fox body. This new interior theme would favor contoured and rounded components that shared some similar characteristics to that of the 1990 to 1997 Thunderbirds. Base interior options pretty much remain the same from the outgoing Fox bodies, while upgraded features included power windows, door locks and mirrors, cruise control, and a remote keyless entry system. Leather and cloth upholstery were also available in a wide variety of color schemes depending on the vehicle's options and trim level. A new high-performance stereo system named Mach 460 was added as well and featured upgraded stereo components and reworked audio engineering, which would offer a phenomenal audio experience. Because the SN95 cars were built on a revised Fox body platform, the suspension didn't differ all that much from the Fox Mustangs and still utilized the modified McPherson strut system in the front and the multi-link system in the rear. Ford's engineers did obtain a longer wheelbase and a wider track width, as well as improved suspension components, which included retuned dampers, tubular sway bars, and a redesigned spindle that incorporated 5 studs. Now, a little side note on that, these spindles were a popular upgrade for Fox owners that were converting to a 5-lug setup. 4-wheel disc brakes were also standard equipment, but early on, an anti-lock braking system was optional equipment. 1994 through 1998 Mustangs also saw a few different transmissions. In 94-95, Ford still used the T5, which was a 5-speed manual gearbox for both the V6 and the V8 applications. The automatic transmission was also still a 4-speed AOD, which stood for automatic overdrive, but instead of a throttle valve kickdown cable, the overdrive feature was driven electronically, which is why you see the transmission listed as AOD-E. In 1996, the tried and true T5 was replaced with a 5-speed T45 transmission that had just a touch higher torque rating, and the AOD-E was switched out in favor of the 4R70W. What made the 4R70W different from the AOD-E was the lower gear ratios in first and second gear, which improved acceleration. The Ford engineers did this to accommodate the different torque curve produced by the 4.6-liter modular engine. Now, as far as engine options go, there was a total of 5 engine varieties throughout the 1994 to 1998 timeline. Those engines included a 3.8-liter pushrod V6, a 5.0-liter pushrod V8, a Cobra R specific 5.8-liter V8, and of course the 4.6-liter modular engine, which featured a single overhead cam and 16 valves, or a dual overhead camshaft version with 32 valves. The early model SN95 Mustangs did see a few specialty versions that were both production and one-off engineering creations. The one car that I always thought was really cool, and I still think is cool to this day, was the car that John Coletti built and gave a simple name of Boss. This beast featured a massive 598 cubic inch engine that cranked out 850 horsepower and 794 foot-pounds of torque. Now, according to Car and Driver, this thing could flat out rip a quarter mile in 10.55 seconds with 135-mile-an-hour trap speed. Another one of John Coletti's wild automobile phenomenons was the Super Stallion. This Mustang featured all sorts of crazy stuff, from its 5.4-liter double overhead cam supercharged engine, short long arm suspension, unique styling, and the ability to run E85 without a tune because of the flex fuel programming. No doubt about it, this car was definitely ahead of its time. Another interesting and unique SN95 Mustang was the Boss Shinoda. This Mustang was built by Larry Shinoda, who was an aspiring automobile designer and actually helped Ford create the early Boss 302s. His SN95 concept Boss only featured a graphics package and nothing more. Other than the very few unique SN95s, Ford kept the Cobra model alive and well. Subtle changes were made to the Cobras throughout the years, with the biggest being an R model in 1995, and of course the switch to the 4.6-liter modular 4-valve engine in 1996. Later in the production year of 1994, the first SVT Mustang Cobra Convertible was offered. It was only available in red and was selected as the official pace car for the 1994 Indianapolis 500. 1,000 of these replica cars were offered with the Indy 500 decal package. In 1994, Steve Saleen also placed his creative mark on the SN95 Mustang and introduced his limited edition Saleen SR. It was yellow in color, had yellow wheels, and yellow interior trim pieces. Other than its rather weird color scheme, the Saleen SR was outfitted with a 351 cubic inch Windsor engine from the Lightning truck, and it could even be optioned with a Vortex supercharger. When 1996 rolled around, Steve kept his vision alive and well with the Mustang and offered the S281 package. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the 1994 and 1995 Cobras. So with the obvious fresh redesign for 1994, Ford's special vehicle team, which is commonly referred to as SVT, and it being in its second year of existence, applied its own unique blend of style and performance to the 1994 Cobra. The 1994 and 1995 Cobras were available in 3 colors, which were black, red, and white. The 94-95 Cobras featured a souped-up pushrod 302 engine that cranked out 240 horsepower and 285 foot-pounds of torque, which was just a slight increase over the standard 302 found in the GT models. Along with the small jump in power output, the Cobra was visibly different as well. A few of those Cobra-specific variations included ultra-clear headlights, a reshaped front bumper with round fog lights, Cobra badging of course, a unique spoiler, 17-inch wheels, white base gauges, and larger front and rear brakes. All 94-95 Cobras came equipped with a 5-speed manual transmission. In 1995, the SVT engineers released another Cobra with the R Competition package. These cars were only available in white, and there were only 250 total R models produced. Unlike the regular Cobras, the R model was equipped with a 300 horsepower, 351 cubic inch Windsor, no back seat, no air conditioning, no fog lights, or radio. Like the 93 Cobra R, the 95R was definitely a factory race car. 1996, 1997, and 1998 Cobras didn't stray far from their 94 and 95 counterparts in the looks department. However, they did receive Ford's new modular 4.6-liter V8 engine with dual overhead camshafts and 32 valve cylinder heads. This engine turned out 305 horsepower and 300 foot-pounds of torque, which was a significant jump from the pushrod 302. The 96 through 98 Cobras also saw a few different paint options as well, which included Mystic in 96, Pacific Green in 1997, and Bright Atlantic Blue and Chrome Yellow in 1998. Other than an engine change and unique colors, Ford equipped the Cobra with a more appealing 5-spoke wheel, which became a popular upgrade for non-Cobra owners over the years. Overall, the 1994 to 1998 Mustangs were rather simple to say the least, especially since the changes throughout this period were very subtle and small. Although Ford did sell approximately 742,000 Mustangs during that 5-year span. To see more What Is videos, along with product reviews and installation videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like and share this video with your friends, and don't forget to turn on notifications. That way you're notified every time we release new content. Be sure and check out our other videos, and for all things SN95 Mustang, keep it right here with the real enthusiasts, LMR.com.